Hey there, Facebook. Can I get 5 minutes of your time? 5 minutes for some activation this morning. What are you up to this morning? What's happening? So I want to give you this little detailed message that I use with many of my clients and most of my speaking engagements. It's something that I say on a daily basis. And I got it from one of my colleagues, and it is control the controllable. And the reason why in this post I said control the controllable, like Colin Mcgregor, is because that man is one of the few people I've seen really control the controllable. Now, what do I mean by that? There are some things that you cannot control. They are outside of your control. And a lot of us spend time arguing, complaining, fussing, thinking, ruminating over all the things we can't control instead of giving some energy to the things we can control. What can you focus on that you can control? I use Colin McGregor as an example because you may not know who he is, but look him up. He's a UFC fighter. He does MMA, and what he controls is his weight class. He controls the events that he gets in. So he is a UFC fighter, an MMA fighter, but he's now talking about boxing and I think even wrestling. So that's stuff that he can control. Where he fights, right? What weight class he fights in. He can control his weight. That's pretty much all he can control. He cannot control his opponent. He cannot control his fans. It's a lot of things he cannot control. But all the things that he can control, he and his managers and his management team and probably his trainers, they work really hard to control those things that they can control. What are you controlling? You cannot control your children. You cannot control your supervisor. You cannot control all the outside events that don't really add up to who you are on the inside. And so really look at who you are on the inside and how you react to those events that you can control. Things are on Tuesday, I have to do something that I really don't like doing. And I'm going to have to do it for a couple more months now. And I've already been doing it for about 3 months or 4 months now. And it's tough. Every Tuesday morning, it's really hard for me to get up. So share this video because there's somebody out there that needs to know that they can control the controllable, because that's what I control. I control whether I get up at 5:30 in the morning and do my meditation and do my workout so I can even handle the rest of this day, because what I do on Tuesdays is tough and it is not something that I want to do, but I have to do it in order to get my license. Hey Baxty, good, thank you for joining. I have to do it in order to get my license to become a licensed professional counselor. So in order for me to look at the big picture, I do this thing on Tuesday that I'll have to do for about maybe 16 more weeks. But it's super hard for me to do it because I don't love it. But I do love my patients, so that's what makes me do it. Anyway, you can control the controllable. You control how you think. You don't have to think negatively about everything that happens to you. You can see the good in it. Ask my mom. I call her silver lining because she can see the silver lining in every situation. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know how you got that out of that, but okay, I'll go with it. So look at the silver lining. Pull something out of it. This thing that I do on Tuesdays, I don't love it, but I look at the patients that I'm helping and healing the world. That's why I use the hashtag heal the world, because I look at the patients that I'm helping, and although it's not the ideal situation, the hospital setting is really tough. I love private practice, but I don't love the hospital setting, but it's part of what I have to do in order to do what I want to do later. And so that is what I control. I control my mindset. And in order for me to control my mindset, I got to get up and do my meditation. I've got to eat the right foods. I've got to do my workout. I've got to talk to people like my mom and my best friend Fran, because those are the people who keep me activated throughout the day, throughout the week, in order to do some of those things that I don't necessarily want to do. So head on over to presidentiallifestyle.com, and join our mailing list, because it's so important that we stay connected, that we stay together, because I am going to need activation too, and I'm going to get that from you. So I appreciate it if you join the list, because later I'm going to ask you to join the Prosperity Club, and you'll see why when you join the presidentiallifestyle.com. The Prosperity Club is going to take you to the highest, that's my timer. So Prosperity Club is going to take you to the highest level of your prosperity consciousness, and I want to see you go there, and I want to go there with you. So have a prosperous day. I'll see you tomorrow.